Hello everyone, welcome back to on board of the second tutorial of your MLFlow. In this particular video, we are gonna see by executing how we can use MLFlow to execute our ML life cycle easier, right? How we can log the parameters, how we can log the models, how we can, right? See, there are one more interesting thing about the MLFlow. They provide you UI interface as well. On that you can check all the things. So let's jump into this video. We're gonna explore all the things right there. So I had opened my one folder which is named with MLFlow tutorial. Let's do one thing. But before that, what we gonna do that is create our nothing but we will be using by virtual environment. So what we will do, we will write conda create right hyphen prefix. Oh, okay. So I preferably used to go with the git bash, not the PowerShell. Okay, so let me use this one. Yeah, we will write conda create hyphen prefix. Okay, then we will using dot slash env, and we will gonna use Python, which is a version nothing but we will be using 3.7. let's take hyphen y. Now let's wait for some time to get created our virtual environment. In this particular virtual environment, we will be using what? We will be installing some of the requirement libraries, right? So now I think it has been created. So after creating, what we will do, we will activate that. So we will write conda activate right dot slash env, then hit return button. So instead of writing pip install pandas, pip install numpy and pip install MLFlow, instead of that, what we will do, we will simply create one file touch requirements, right? Touch requirements, yes, ments.txt. So actually what you can do, you can create a file from here as well, but I am using by using command. So you can see requirements.txt has been successfully what we can say done. So what we will do, we will install some of the file. So first of all, we will write MLFlow, we need that. Then we will need that scikit learn, scikit learn. Then we will do using pandas. So these three files, these three library I need to install that. Okay, so what we will do, we will jump into the terminal and we will write pip install -r requirements dot txt. Now you have to wait for some times, it depends, I think, according to your internet speed as well. Yeah, now successfully this installed. So now what we will do, let's create one file, elastic needs. So then en.py. okay, en.py. So now you can see our Python file, en.py, our Python file has been created successfully, right? So what gonna do that, let's now, for now, let's close this one. And what we will do, we will import some of the libraries which are important to which will be important for us, right? So first of all, we need operating system, import OS. So we will do that. Then as we know, we need pandas as well. So we'll write pandas, and we also need numpy as well, right? So we will write that. After that, we need the arg parse also. So these are the library we need. Now moving ahead, yeah, we need also import MLFlow, right? MLFlow also we need also import MLFlow, right, dot sklearn. Yeah, you can, instead of sklearn, you can use PyTorch as your wish according to the project's demand, right? Now what we will do, we will import from sklearn dot we gonna first of all importing linear underscore model, and we gonna import elastic net, right? Elastic net. If there will be typo, we will solve that also, okay? So we don't need to get panic. From sklearn, we gonna say model selection, then we gonna import our train test split as well. Now from sklearn, when what we will do, we will from sklearn we gonna matrix. So what we will be importing our matrix like mean squared error, right? Mean squared error. Then we gonna use mean absolute error as well. We gonna use R2 underscore score. So these two things these all three things we to import. We will be using URL for getting, so we will use URL lib dot parse import URL parse, right? I think it's correct, yeah, right? And nothing else we need. That we done with that. Okay, if it required, we will do. Actually what will happen, anything execution will started from the its main. So we will be going to create one main. So execution will start from here, name underscore is equal to underscore main underscore. So for now leave it pass, we will pass here something, right? So now what we will do, we will create three functions. So what will be the three functions? So let's see one by one, right? So first of all, we will define one function which will get the data. So let's take data. For now just pass this. So for better to write document this code as well, so what we will do, we will write like getting the data, right? Getting the data. Now what we will do here actually, so in this we will be creating something called after getting data, or you can say after all the things, we will be evaluating the data, evaluating all our metrics, right? Evaluate. So as we know in the evaluation, as we know how we can do in the linear regression, actual minus prediction, right? We do that. So now for now leave it for the pass. Now right here evaluating the data, evaluating the matrix, evaluating the model. This will be perfect, right? After that what we will do, what gonna we pass, we gonna let's define the main function. In the main function we gonna pass two parameter, as we talked about the elastic alpha and L1 ratio. I will show you. Let's for now this pass that. When we visit to the sklearn parameter section, there is alpha and there is L1 ratio. So these two ratios, these two parameters are very useful. Others are, but for now these two parameters are very useful. So we gonna use that, right? So for now we will be passing that. So actually what we will do, we will firstly get the data, right? So firstly to get the data, we gonna use CSV underscore URL. For now this is our right. Now instead of this what we will do, let's go to their GitHub account. Let's go to their GitHub account where they have given the CSV URL, right here, GitHub. Now what we will do, we're gonna copy this URL, right? Now we will do that, just paste this URL. Okay, so what we did, we actually paste the URL. Why we are using this data set, as we have talked in the previous video, because the data set is already cleaned, right? So we don't need to pre-process and everything like that. Okay, so now further moving, what we will do, it's better to use in exceptions, try and exception, right? So first what we will do, let's try .df dot, let's say pd dot read underscore csv, right? In this we will give CSV underscore URL, right? Then we will give separate is equal to, right, this semicolon. Why we are using semicolon? As you can see the data, see semicolon, right? Semicolon separated by the semicolon. So that's why we are using the semicolon. So now what will do after it will get, then it will return the data frame. Otherwise it will, what will do, accept, right, accept exception as E, right? Now what will do, raise E. So this is all about the data. We get the data. Now let's move ahead, and what we will do, let's complete this function evaluate. So what we will do, we will create one variable RMSE. In that, when we do np.sqrt, right, in that we will give mean squared error, right? In this we will pass actual comma predict ME, right? ME will give you mean absolute, right, error. So in this you will get actual comma predict. Now we will need R2, right? R2. So we will give R2 underscore a score, then we will give actual, right, actual comma predict. So this is the thing. Now at last we will return this all, okay? RMSE MAE R2. So these all things will be written. This is all about our two functions which get completed. Now we need to complete this function, main function. So in this main function, what we gonna do, we gonna take one variable df, which we will get the data. We will call the data function. After that, we will just use train and test split, right? So we will store into train test split, right? So we will pass this df. After that, what we will do, we gonna let's say train underscore x. So what we will do, just train dot drop, and this pass nothing but, okay, yes, quality. Let's pass this quality, and after that we gonna, actually we are dropping, this is the target variable we need that. So we are dropping that test underscore x. We gonna give test dot drop, right? We give quality, right? We gonna pass axis is equal to 1. This is all thing. Now we will give train underscore y. We will give train, right? We will pass this quality test underscore y. We will give test. We will give quality. This is all done. So we did it. Okay. Now what we gonna do that, we gonna simply train this model. We're gonna fit this model. So let's call this LR, right? LR we gonna use elastic net. Then we will pass alpha is equal to alpha, right? Then we gonna pass L1 ratio is equal to L1 ratio. No, it's Ratian. It's written Ratian, right? So we gonna change that if there is any issue with that. Yeah, we have an error with here, right? That's why it was saying L1 Ratian, right? Now we gonna do that. After that we will pass something called random state, which is called 42. This is all done. Then we will fit the model. Then we will give your what, train x comma train y. That's it. We all done with this. Now we will do predict. Predict will give you LR dot predict, right? In this we will pass test underscore x, right? Then we will give RMSC comma MAE comma R2, right? This will give you, we will call the evaluate, we have written evaluate, right? We had given the evaluate function, right? So we're gonna pass test underscore y comma test evaluate comma predict, right? We're gonna pass that. So actually we will print, right? So we're gonna use if string methods, elastic net parameters. We're gonna give alpha, right? We're gonna give L1 ratio, we will pass L1 ratio, that it is print. We will again use this if string method. We're gonna go elastic net metric, right? We're gonna give RMSE, right? We're gonna give RMS, we're gonna give MAE, right? We will give R2, right? So this will give that. Okay, now up to now here we did it everything. Let's save this while it's showing one here, read one. Let us check one time. Till now no error, but let's see. Let's complete this main execution actually. So we're gonna give args, right? We're gonna give arg parse, right? We're gonna pass that. We're gonna give argument parser, we're gonna call that. We will be giving some of the argument through the terminal, right? So we're gonna give args dot add argument, right? We're gonna give like simple, there is written in the documentation what alpha, so we will give like that minus a, right? Then it will be nothing but type is equal to, we will give in the float. Let's set the default value with 0.5. Same with the L1 ratio as well. L1 ratio we will do with the L1 ratio as well, right? L1, which we gonna give type is equal to float, and let's set the default value with the 0.5. After that we gonna parse, right? Declare this variable args dot parse, right? Parse prfc, and we will give underscore args. This is the thing. Let's put this call that main, right? Call that main in the try block, that will be better for us. So we will calling main alpha is equal to nothing but your parsed, right? Parsed args dot alpha. Then we will give L1 ratio, which is nothing but PRSD, parsed args dot L1 ratio. This is the thing. Then except block exception as E, if not then raise E. So this is all about the code. Why it's giving some read entry? Let's check one time. We don't. Let's clear the screen, right? What is the problem? Okay, leave it. What we'll do, python en.py. let's actually df is equal to data. We have invalid syntax, line number 36. That was the main issue. Yeah, got it. Now clear the screen one time, once again. Write python en.py. When you execute this, you will see the output of RMSE as well as your, right? See, elastic nets, we have given the parameters as 0.5, L1 ratio is 0.5, right? we gonna miss something here. It should be minus minus alpha, so we have an issue in the print statement, right? We have an issue with the print statement. Actually here should be, I think, alpha. Okay, alpha. Now when you save this, when you execute with the same command, let's do that. Yeah, now see, there is no issue. Okay, now you can pass these two things as well as by giving your own value. So how gonna do that? So let's try. We will write like we will write like something minus a. Okay, so we will give minus a is nothing but give 0.75 and give minus minus 11, give let's check 1.0, give it, you will get some of the exact, you can check out the value, right? But the issue with this is we are not logging anything, we are not storing or we are not logging our parameters, right? We had not used MLFlow, we had imported but we had not used. So how gonna, actually what will happen is all these parameters which we had used, like second parameter which we had used, that will get lost, or we had not lost that, right? So how gonna do that? So simple, what we will do, there are simple lines we have to add that. Okay, so what we will do, let me I will show you one more thing. So in this main function, what we will write after this, what we will do, with just add MLFlow dot start. I had shown you in the as well as in the documentation how to start, like, so when we will pass this, right? So in this what will happen, we will write all these commands, right? We will pass this all the thing, right? So no need to worry about that. So this is all the thing, but again we had not logged that. Okay, so how gonna we log that? So I will write here comment logging the parameters. So how gonna do that? MLFlow, then we will pass log underscore param, then we gonna give alpha comma alpha, that's it, we log that. MLFlow dot log, sorry, it's okay, no issue, log underscore param, we gonna give L1 ratio, right? We gonna give L1 ratio, that it's, we had logged the parameter. So now it's time to log the matrix. How we gonna do that? Simple MLFlow, right, dot log, in that we will pass metric, in this we will pass RMSE, then we will give RMSE, right? In simple MLFlow dot log, we gonna give metric, we gonna pass MAE, right? MLFlow dot log metric, we gonna pass R2, right? And we gonna give R2. So this is the thing. So now here we had lost all our your parameters and the metric. We had not logged our artifacts, so we need to log that artifacts as well. So how gonna we do that? Simple line, we will log that. So simply what we will do, just I will write the logging the models, right? We will write MLFlow dot sklearn, right, dot log underscore model. In that we are gonna pass LR comma, let's name this as model 1, That's so simple. Now what we will do, as we had seen, we had passed the two parameters, right? So now let's check that we had not lost that. So now how we can lose that? Let's see the magic. So when you let me clear this screen firstly. Now what we'll do, when I will write Python, let's check with the default value, right? So en.py. So when you execute this, you will see one more thing. Yeah, it's gate, you got everything, right? And now you can check out here email runs. There is dot trash folder, leave it, you will see dot 0, right? And you have one name, right? This is something called you can say it ID. In this ID, when you see the matrix, see MAE R2 MAE, let's check MAE, recorded, R2 recorded, RMSE recorded. When you check the artifacts, nothing you will get, right? ML model, right? This is all thing. Yeah, actually we got this because we lost the model. So you can check out the artifacts path is model 1, everything you got this. What was the Python version, right? Model path, right? Run ID, UTC time created, everything you will get that. Okay. Now when you come to the params, now see alpha 0.5, L1 ratio 0.5, right? Yeah, because we are gonna default value. Now what we will do, just see one more magic. We gonna pass two times, right? So what we will give, we will give something called hyphen L1. We gonna give 0. Let's give 775, right? And what we'll do, minus a, we will give 0.775 and give hyphen L1, give something called 1.0. No, hit return. Now you get that value, right? Now when you check the email runs once again, you will see the second ID created 23. When you enter in that, when you check the parameters, when you check the alpha value, it's 0.775, L1 ratio 1.0. Now you are losing your all the parameters, right? So what gonna you do that? Let's execute with one more. Now let's change the parameter value, right? So what we now do that, we gonna use 1.0 and in this we will use 0.55. That will be fine. Now see, when you execute this, you will get, right, all these things. Now when you go to the email runs 0, see, I think this one had created the new one. Okay, parameters, when you go alpha 1.0, L1 ratio 0.5, yeah, this one has been created. When you go to the artifact means it's gonna save all your ML model, right? Conda YML, all your dependencies, requirements.txt, everything, right? Model, anyway it will not open ML model, all the details will be checked here. One more thing, let's change the thing. What we'll do, I will showing with you the ML model 1. Now let's change this name with the ML model 2. After changing to ML model 2, what we gonna do that, we gonna change the parameter as well. Now what we'll do, the parameter should be nothing 0.325. Let's change the parameter of L1 ratio 0.325. Now what we will do, execute this. Now you will see in the artifacts, let's close once again, open that. Yeah, ML runs 0. I think this one, artifacts, get to ML model. Now see model 2, right? In this model, we gonna check our metrics, R2 score, MAE and RMSE, as well as let's check the parameters, alpha we had given, L1 ratio we had given. So we had lost everything here, right? Everything here. One more important thing I would like to talk about this is about the ML UI, but in the next video I will show you the same the same code or same this value in the UI version. Right now you are seeing in this ML runs folder is created and they are all in cluster, right? So I will show you in the next video about I will give you the overview about your ML UI, right? How they give the UI. So stay tuned, then keep learning and like the video. Thanks for watching this video.